Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shavante for anyone who didn't know or who's new to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my apartment hunt and what I've experienced throughout this process. So let's jump right into it. But before we start, let me turn down the fan just so you guys can hear me clearly. All right, let's jump into it. So the first apartment complex I want to talk about is the Foster Flats apartments. And so this is a very new building that they just built in July. So potentially, depending on when you move and the time of this video, you will be one of the first tenants in this apartment building. So, okay, so I just looking down at my notes, I've jotted down a few things about a different place I wanted to mention. And so if you see me looking down throughout the video, it's just me referencing back the notes I've taken on my iPad. So let's talk about Foster Flats. So once again, this is a new building that just was built and opened up in July. And when I walked into the building, I had really great first impressions. It was in the Southend area, which is my ideal area that I want to live in and be a part of. And so it wasn't directly in the area that most people associate with Southend. It wasn't directly on the light rail, but it was within walking distance of the light rail. I believe it was about 5-minute walk to the train. So let's talk about amenities first. Amenities, it also offers a social lounge and a patio that overlooks uptown. And it had a work from home area that was great for, anyone that works in IT or any remote job like that. And they also had a soundproof booth that offered, you a space that you can create content such as your podcast, video content, or even if you want to take a Zoom call or, do like work-based meetings, it'll be a great space. Or if you just want to go and find you a nice quiet place to sit down, relax, and kind of, revamp, recharge yourself, I think that would be a great area to utilize. This place did not have a gym though. So if you wanted to have a gym and the gym was very important to you, then they offered a membership at the nearby LA Fitness, and they also offered free kickboxing classes to kind of compensate for them not having a gym on site. So the two different layouts that I looked at this property were the 1-bedroom apartments that was fully furnished. They also had an option where you can furnish it yourself, but I personally was looking for the furnished variant of it. And then I also looked at the roommate style layout, and this is similar to like a college dorm where you have a common area that you share, that being the kitchen, living room, and bath. But in this layout, it was about 1,000 square feet, but you had potentially 3 roommates. So there was 4 different bedrooms that they all leased out to 4 different individuals for the layout that I looked at. I know there were also the 3-bedroom options, and I believe also a 2-bedroom where you would have obviously 1 roommate and you would share the common areas. So overall, I did like this place. I did have it high up on my list of options that I was looking into. And yeah, I think, depending on your budget, what's important to you, whether or not having a gym on site is one of those big high priorities for you, then, you can decide whether or not this is the place for you. Overall, like I said, I think it was a great building. It had offered great amenities and it was very nice and clean. I like the option of having it furnished for anyone who, like me, is having a very short, lease period and taking up your time.
No, you're fine.
I love it. Very nice.
And you can always get like a hanging rack.
Oh, yeah.
There's room in here for that. Like if you wanted to like get a little one for the corner, like to hang some extra clothes.
Yeah, like right here would be nice.
Yeah. Or you could probably even squeeze a little dresser in here in the corner where you're standing.
Yeah.
Like somewhere where you could like fold clothes and have, cram as much in there as you could.
Oh, yeah.
Because dressers, you can get them really tall.
Tall, right. Okay.
Just saying. But it's very modern.
It's very
great windows. The windows open so you can get fresh air in the summer.
Okay.
And in the winter, it's nice because you can let in the cool breeze.
That'd be nice.
Brand new washer and dryer. You get a huge bathroom in this one too, which is weird.
I didn't even. So District Flex is closer to the light rail and then more of the heart of Southend. This apartment complex was a little bit older than most of the buildings that I looked at, but it offered the best amenities out of all the places that I'm going to mention in today's video. The amenities include a gym, a conference room, a business center that it has printing and computers for you to utilize for any work-based operation or for, leisure time. It also had a viewing room, a patio grill area that was nice for communal gatherings and things of that nature. Um, they also had, in the community gathering area, it had a bar and billiards table and different areas for you to just commingle and get, immersed into the community and building and, just get to know the different people that you'll be living with. Um, the cons about this place that I did not like was I looked at the studio version or the studio layout, and for me, I just could not see myself living there. Like, it had a very small and narrow space, and my bed would essentially be in the kitchen. And for me, I need more separation, more, division of the spaces. And I know there's different ways that you can do that with furniture and things like that, but I just personally didn't like the layout of it. And I also didn't like the fact that the unit that they showed me that I would be leasing, it didn't have a closet in the unit. So as you'll see in the video, it had no closet. They offered me a storage space that was about 10 feet down the hall, and I just seen that to be a big inconvenience for me because I just didn't want to deal with that. Being that I want to, spend that kind of money on an apartment, I just didn't see the reason why I wouldn't have a closet in the unit. So that was the negative part about it. And just overall, I felt like this place had better amenities, but the actual living situation was the worst out of every other apartment on the list. And I just couldn't fathom, spending all this money on a place that I'm gonna be living in, and the amenities outweigh the actual living space and the place that I'll be habitating. Yeah.
And it's Wi-Fi in all the outside areas too, so if you want to work or do anything, you have walking distance to any and everywhere. So it's like coffee shops, bars, breweries, restaurants, anywhere you want to go.
Okay.
Right here.
And does the train come through here as well?
The train is a block away, so that where the trees are is the train.
Okay.
One of the stations. Yeah, no. Every time, so they definitely gonna run it up in here, but they keep it clean. Honestly, our cleaning lady don't do too much, and she just straighten it back up. So we don't make it reservable, and also they all kind of know each other, so it just ends up like a joint thing.
Mm-hmm.
And stadium's like less than a 10-minute walk away.
They're a little bit older, but we are stable. That's what I tell people
Okay.
versus the other places. Like, we're gonna get everything we need to get back. We're not brand new, we're still trying to figure stuff out.
Hell no, hell no. That's just temptation. That's just
You said the story. Last but not least, let's talk about the Winston apartment complex. So the Winston Apartments is actually one of the buildings you can see when I'm outside on the patio area of the district flats. You see it off in the distance. So this apartment complex is one of the newer, I think it is the newest building that I showed in today's video. It was very nice. When I walked into the leasing office, I had a really great experience with the leasing agent that showed me the apartments and that took me on a tour of the building and the property itself. Once I went up to the unit, I was very impressed by how modern and well designed it was, and I was able to go down and look at the model unit, and I felt like that was very helpful to kind of help you visualize and, you know, design and conceive what your space could look like in a studio apartment. They showed me, you know, it furnished, and it kind of gave me a better idea of how you can integrate different things into your own place. As far as amenities, it did not offer many amenities. It only had a gym and parking. Parking for this complex was $75 a month, and it was a shared parking space with the nearby USAA. And in that, I think there's a benefit in that, because obviously when you're near a bank or a government building or anything like that, there's going to be high surveillance and, you know, cameras and police involved. So the whole time I was there looking at the apartment, I felt very safe. The neighborhood and area was very accessible to bars and breweries and different restaurants, gym areas, different areas where you can just walk and, you know, be safe and feel like confident that nothing's going to happen or anything of that. So now that brings us to the end of this video. Hopefully you found this helpful and it aids you in some kind of way to know what Charlotte has to offer as far as our apartments, and specifically in the Southend area. Be tuned for more videos related to this topic and with furnishing and an apartment tour once I get everything settled and everything comes in. Be tuned for more luxury content, travel, and I definitely have some birthday hauls coming up, because my birthday is in a few days, and I'll do like a big unboxing and haul to show you guys everything I got for my birthday. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.